Hi guys, today we are going to talk about blob storage and also we will talk about SQL Server. So first with the blob storage. So basically blob storage is a Microsoft object storage solution for cloud. We can store our pictures, data and logs into blob storage for our own requirement, and all kind of unstructured data we can store, such as text or binary form. And then we can say about design, like why they designed this. So basically the main purpose, like I said, to store the pictures or files, or if like there will be a disaster, so we can recover our lost data. Also we can store our video, stream videos or audios, and other purposes we can use that blob storage from cloud. So here, as you can see, there are like storage account, the main account, and then we can go for container, which includes blob, and one container can have multiple blob, and in blob you have your own data in the form of pictures, images or videos, whatever. So for like this scenario, we will show the cloud in after I will finish this discussion. And now we just talk about a little bit about SQL database. So SQL database is a PaaS service, and it is fully managed by Microsoft, and we can use as our own requirement to run queries or to see the backups, or we can use it to monitor without user involvements. So and we can also deploy this model, that there is a difference between SQL database and SQL server. So keep this thing in mind. And Microsoft also provide 99.99 availability on this PaaS environment feature. So let's go to Azure portal and we will create blob storage plus SQL database. So we have a resource group, and in this resource group I'm going to create blob storage. So we can search with the storage, not here, we can go here, storage. So here is a storage account, click on the create storage account. Then we need to fill the required things, so we will select the resource group 1 like always. And here storage account name should be unique, so I will write Coser IT 1122. So let's see it's a unique or not. I think it is, and the region is okay. And then like there are 4 zones you can select according to your requirements, so there are small like differences with each other about geo redundant and zone redundant storage, something like according to your own requirements. So we just go with the geo redundant storage. Then next, here we can go by default and TLS version, those kind of things. It is all on your requirement. So I just go with the default one, and here we can select public endpoint, where we go with the default, and then it will review for a while, and then it will create the blob storage for our storage account, and the name will be Cursor IT 1122. So here it is, the deployment going on. It's not that much time consuming, but of course deployment takes some time, so let's wait to complete that. Then we can go inside the storage account and I will show you the storage account. So here it is, go to resource. So we are inside the storage account. So basically this is a storage account preview, and here there are many features or things. We just go to containers. Here we can select a container, create a new container with the name Cursor IT container, and then there are advanced options. You can select anything you want, but I just go with the default settings to simplify this. And then we can see here it is, the container already established. So we just click on the container. Here we can add or upload our pictures or images from our own system. So we can see, after clicking upload, we see this, and we just select the file, which for example VM torrent. We just select it and I want to upload. So I want to upload, so it takes few seconds, and it's like here I can see on the cloud. Apart from that, there are like different other things in cloud storage container. So it's a shared access token. It sometimes it needs, and it is on our requirement, but I don't want to go to details, just to be like introduction level. So that's enough for the introduction or things. We can go, like, there are many features according to our requirement. We can also establish like storage firewall by going to networking. So this is a storage firewall, not the Azure firewall, so keep in mind. And we can route according to our requirement. So these things I will discuss in the next series, maybe about Azure administrator or maybe solution architect series, depends on the requirement of the course, but right now there is no need. So that's it for the storage account. And now we can go back to resource group, and in this resource group I will create SQL server database. SQL, oh sorry, not here, you need to search over here, SQL. So here it is, database. Don't forget there is a difference between database and servers, so we just go with the SQL database. Create SQL database, then it will go forward to the next window, and we need to select different parameters according to this. So resource group 1, and here we need to set up name. We go with the Cursor IT, and for the server we need to create a new server because we don't have any. So here we can go IT server, and location East US is okay. Then admin, we can use admin 121, and the password we will select according to our own choice. So here it is. I think so that server name is already in use, so we can go with 1. So now it will be okay. Let's see. So it's checking from the Azure database. Okay, that's it. So we go with okay. Taking few moments. Okay, here it is. Then we need to select the redundancy, like where to select. I go with the geo redundant backup, and then next networking we can select public endpoint to give access and go with the default settings. So we go not and additions, and then here we can go with the sample, and that's it. Next review, and then it's created. Actually it's quite expensive, but according to our own requirement we need our SQL server because of industrial or some company work, depends on our budget too. So it takes few moments like other resources to be deployed on the cloud. So first here it is like server, then other resources it will create, then we can see all resources, and we can run some queries in this SQL database server. I will show you where, so no worries. Let's wait for a while until it completes. A little bit longer than I expected, but hopefully it will end soon so we can go forward and check. Quite long, but it's almost going to complete. A little bit slower, but I think it's at the end. Let's see what we can open in a new tab, maybe. Okay, here it is, already completed both. Okay, so here it is, we can set up our own things, and here it is. We can access this server with the public IP. This is the URL. We can just click and open command prompt and do ns lookup to see the public IP of this. So this is the public IP of this SQL server. We can access with this, but no need to confuse for this. Just we go with the introduction thing. So we just go to query editor where we will run the queries. So here we need to give the password for our SQL server, which we already given on the creation time. I'm not sure why it's asking this certificate. Oh, it cannot open. Go with the Active Directory. Probably some issue with this. I'm not so sure why it's saying like this. Let me refresh. Why it's like that? Let's try once again and see if it's work or not. Okay, so might be some issue. I need to check later, but we can run query over here, and if you have some other like things you can use according to the requirement. Here it is, but the most important was like the query place, which I wanted to show you, but unfortunately there is some problem. But this is the overview of this SQL database server, and there are some other features, so you can see, and it all depends on your budget. Like this is the processors and everything we established. So there are many things according to Azure cloud we can set up, we can choose, and we can also set server firewall by this going to this option, and then depending on our requirement what kind of things we need, we can just click and access or change. So that's it for today, and I will come back with another topic in the next tutorial. So till then, have a great time. Bye bye.